Did you know there's only 2 practicals you need to know for biology paper 2? And one of those is the sampling one. This is everything you need to know about that practical. There are 2 parts to the sampling practical, and it depends as to what you're looking for, as to which one of those 2 you're going to do. One of them is to estimate the population of a species in an area. The other is to see how a factor affects the spread of that population over the area. In this video, we're going to focus on the spread one. Both practicals make use of a quadrat to sample an area so you can count the number of individuals in it. And this one could be called systematic sampling because we place the quadrat systematically when we're looking for the spread over a distance. An example for this practical, we could investigate how the distance from a tree affects the number of daisies. Take a tape measure and place it at a distance from your tree going away from it. Now that we've placed our tape measure out, we don't call it a tape measure anymore, it's now called a transect line. Along that transect line we've laid, we place our quadrat at regular intervals. Remember I said it's called systematic? That's why, because we place it at regular intervals. Those regular intervals could be every metre, every 2 metres, whatever it is you choose. So we place it, we count how many daisies are in that place, we take it, move along a metre, place it again, count again, and so on until you've gone all the way along your transect line. Now all you need to do is analyse the results. And since all we were doing was seeing how the distance away from a tree affected the number of daisies, we would plot a graph of distance on the bottom and number of daisies on the side. That will give us a really clear way of seeing how the distance has affected the number. Now, a common question with this, what would you expect to happen to the number of daisies as we go a greater distance away from the tree? Well, the daisy would compete with the tree for things like sunlight, water in the soil, minerals in the soil. So if we get a greater distance away, it won't compete with the tree for those things as much. More of those things will be available to it. So you should see as the distance increases, the number of daisies also increases because they have more light and water for photosynthesis and more nutrients for their other metabolic processes. Considerations for this practical, what could we do to get a better understanding of how the distance affects the spread? Well, place your quadrat more times at shorter intervals so that we place it more times. Also, you could repeat the experiment, do more than one transect line. Maybe if I did a distance away from the tree that way, I could have also gone this way and this way, for example. That's all for that one, so pop in the comments any other topics you'd like a video on, and come on, give us a like and give us a follow.